Good morning. Today, let's start with a new topic in chapter 8, that is quadrilaterals. And the topic is midpoint theorem. This is very important theorem as it is useful in 10th standard also. So, theorem 8.9, that is called midpoint theorem, and the statement of theorem 8.9 is the line segment joining the midpoints of two sides of a triangle is parallel to the third side and is equal to half the length of third side. Yes. According to the statement, first we write the given, that is in triangle ABC, D and E are midpoints of AB and AC respectively. To prove DE parallel to BC and DE equal to half BC. These two things we have to prove. So on the basis of the given, let's draw the figure. You can see in the figure, triangle ABC is there, in which here D is the midpoint of side AB and E is the midpoint of side AC. And we are joining this line DE. And we have to prove that DE is parallel to BC. Yes, these two lines are parallel, and also we have to prove that midpoint line is half the measure of the third side, that is DE equal to half BC. So for proof, we do the construction as the given figure is not sufficient to prove. So we do the construction, that is draw a line from vertex C parallel to AB and let it intersect extended DE at F. So we have done the construction, that is we have drawn a line from vertex C in such a way that it is parallel to BC. These two lines are parallel, AB and CF. They are parallel to each other, and we extend the midpoint line, that is DE, in such a way that it meets the drawn line at F. Yes, this is the construction we have done. Now for proof, in triangle ADE and triangle CFE, these two triangles ADE, this first triangle and this another triangle CFE, in these two triangles, let's see the three equalities. That is angle EAD equal to angle FCE. Now why these two angles are equal? Because they are alternate interior angles, as AB is parallel to CF and AC is the transversal. So we get these two angles, angle EAD, the one given in green colored, this angle EAD equal to angle FCE, this. These two angles are equal because as AB is parallel to CF and we take AC as the transversal, this as the transversal. So we get these two angles as pair of alternate interior angles. So they both are equal. Second equality, that is AE equal to EC. Why? Because EE is the midpoint of AC. As E is the midpoint of AC, we will get AE equal to EC. This is the second equality. Third, angle AED equal to angle FEC. Yes. Why? Because they are vertically opposite angles. Here you can see angle AED equal to angle FEC. These both angles are equal as they are pair of vertically opposite angles. Therefore, triangle ADE congruent to triangle CFE by ASA congruence rule. As these both triangles are congruent, we will get implies that AD equal to CF and DE equal to EF. We will get these two by CPCT. AD equal to CF and DE equal to EF. These two by CPCT. But we know that AD equal to BD. Why these two are equal? Because D is the midpoint of AB. This is given. Therefore, we get AD equal to DB. Let it be number 2. Therefore, AD equal to BD equal to CF from 1 and 2. Yes, so these three parts are equal. AD equal to BD equal to CF. Also, BD is parallel to CF. We have done the construction in which we have drawn CF, which is parallel to AB. So, we get BD parallel to CF. Therefore, BCFD is a parallelogram. Why? Since one pair of opposite side is parallel and equal. Now, as we can see in the figure, that this BCFD is a parallelogram. Why? Because this BD and CF are equal. Here you can see BD and CF are equal, and also BD is parallel to CF. In construction we have done this. So we get BCFD as parallelogram. Now, as it is a parallelogram, both the opposite side pairs are parallel and equal. So we will get again this side also. DF parallel to BC and DF equal to BC. Therefore, DF is parallel to BC. Since D is the part of line segment DF, we can write that D is parallel to BC. And for the next proof, and also DF equal to BC. But we know that DF equal to D plus EF. So we get D plus EF equal to BC. Yes, you get. As these both are equal, D equal to BC and parallel also. Now, we can see that DF is made up of these two line segments, that is DE and EF. So, we write DF equal to DE plus EF equal to BC. Also, we know that DE and EF are equal. Here we have in CPCT that DE and EF are equal. So, we will get D plus DE equal to BC from 1. From 1, that is, by the CPCT we have proved that DE, E and EF are equal. So, we write DE plus DE equal to BC. That is equal to twice DE equal to BC. Implies that DE equal to BC. Thus, DE parallel to BC and DE equal to half BC. Hence, proved. Next is the converse of midpoint theorem. That is also important. So, the statement of the converse of midpoint theorem, that is theorem 8.10, is the line drawn through the midpoint of one side of a triangle parallel to another side bisect the third side. Given triangle ABC where E is midpoint of AB, F is some point on AC and EF parallel to BC. To prove F is the midpoint of AC. Let's see the figure. Yes, it is given that in triangle ABC, E is the midpoint of AB and F is some point on AC. We don't know whether it is midpoint or not. It is a point on AC. Also, EF is parallel to BC. This is also given. Now we have to prove that this point F, which is lying on AC, is the midpoint of AC. Here also we do the construction. So construction through C, draw a line parallel to AB and let it intersect extended EF at D. Same construction which we have done in the previous theorem, same we will do. Through vertex C, we draw a line parallel to AB and it intersects the extended EF at D. For proof, again in triangle AEF, this triangle AEF and triangle CDF, we have angle FAE equal to angle FCD, as they are alternate interior angle pair, as AB is parallel to CD and AC is the transversal. Yes, this pair AEF equal to FCD. Second equality is angle AEF equal to angle FDC. Why? Because these are also alternate interior angles, as AB is parallel to CD and ED is the transversal. Now we have changed the transversal, so we get angle AEF equal to angle FDC. Yes, these are the parallel lines AB and CD, and now this is the transversal. So we get angle AEF equal to angle FCD. And the next equality is CD equal to AE. Since why? Because BCDE is a parallelogram, so CD equal to BE equal to AE. So the third equality is we will get these two, AE equal to CD. As BCD is a parallelogram, and we have in the previous theorem, as we have proved that these three are equal, so we get AE equal to CD. Therefore, triangle AEF is congruent to triangle CDF by ASA congruence rule. Implies that AF equal to CF by CPCT. So, we will get the CPCT that AF is equal to CF. When these both are equal, that means F is the midpoint of AC. Hence, proved. Now, let's solve the exercise 8.2 based on midpoint theorem and converse of midpoint theorem. So, exercise 8.2, question number 1. ABCD is a quadrilateral in which P, Q, R and S are midpoints of the side AB, BC, CD and DA respectively. See figure. AC is a diagonal. Show that number 1, SR is parallel to AC and SR equal to half AC. Number 2, PQ equal to SR. And number 3, PQRS is a parallelogram. Now, according to the question, for solution, first let's write the given. Given ABCD is a quadrilateral in which P, Q, R and S are midpoints of AB, BC, CD and D respectively, and AC is a diagonal. You can see in the figure that ABCD is given as a parallelogram where P, Q, R, S are the midpoints of all the four respective sides and AC is the diagonal. We have to prove number 1, SR parallel to AC and SR equal to half AC. This we have to prove that SR and AC are parallel and SR is half of AC. Another thing we also have to prove PQ equal to SR. This also PQ and SR also equal. And third, PQRS is the parallelogram. So for proof, we have joined all the midpoints of the given parallelogram. For proof number 1, in triangle ABC, P is the midpoint of AB and Q is the midpoint of BC. Therefore, PQ is parallel to AC and PQ is equal to half AC by midpoint theorem. Yes, let's see the figure. Here you can see triangle ABC. ABC. Already it is given that this P is the midpoint of AB and Q is the midpoint of BC. And according to midpoint theorem, we get PQ, this PQ line is parallel to AC and PQ equal to half AC by midpoint theorem. Again in triangle ADC, now another triangle ADC, you can see this triangle ADC. It is given S is the midpoint of AD and R is the midpoint of DC. Therefore, we get SR parallel to AC and SR equal to half AC by midpoint theorem. Let it be number 2. Yes. So, first proof we have done that SR is parallel to AC and SR equal to half AC. Now, second proof we have to do PQ equal to SR. So, for proof number 2, from 1 and 2, we get PQ parallel to SR and PQ equal to SR. You can see that here number 1 is given PQ parallel to AC and PQ equal to half AC. And number 2 is given SR parallel to AC and SR equal to half AC. So, we get PQ parallel to SR because we have learned that lines parallel to the same line are parallel to each other. So, by that theorem we get PQ parallel to SR and PQ equal to half SR. Sorry, PQ equal to SR because here also you can see PQ is half AC and SR is also half AC. So, we say that PQ equal to SR. Now, the third proof, we have to prove that PQRS is a parallelogram. Now, in quadrilateral PQRS, we have joined the midpoint, so we get a quadrilateral PQRS. It's one pair of opposite sides, PQ and SR is equal and parallel. In proof number 2, we have proved that PQ and SR are parallel and equal. So, this is one of the pair of opposite sides of quadrilateral PQRS. So, we say that PQRS is a parallelogram. Hence, proved. Question number 2. ABCD is a rhombus and PQRS are the midpoints of side AB, BC, CD and DA respectively. Show that the quadrilateral PQRS is a rectangle. Okay. So first, according to the question, for the solution, let's write the given. ABCD is a rhombus in which P, Q, R and S are midpoints of AB, BC, CD and DA respectively. Only this much is given, that ABCD is a rhombus where P, Q, R, S are midpoints of respective 4 sides. We have to prove that PQRS is a rectangle. We do the construction, that is here we are joining the midpoints and we are also joining one of the diagonals. So, construction join AC, PR and SQ. Yes, we are joining these 3, AC, PR and SQ. These 3 construction we have done. That is, we have joined one of the diagonal of ABCD and both the diagonals of PQRS. Now for proof, P is midpoint of AB, it is already given, and Q is midpoint of BC, this is also given. Therefore, we have PQ parallel to AC and PQ equal to half AC by midpoint theorem. Let it be number 1. Yes, now similarly as we have done in question number 1, In triangle ABC, this you can see triangle ABC. It is given P is midpoint of AB and Q is midpoint of BC. So we get, according to midpoint theorem, PQ parallel to AC and PQ equal to half AC. Let it be number 1. Similarly, in triangle DAC, another triangle when we talk about, we know that S is the midpoint of DA and R is the midpoint of CD. Therefore, we will get SR parallel to AC and SR equal to half AC. Let it be number 2, and this is also by midpoint theorem. Now from 1 and 2 we will get SR equal to PQ and SR parallel to PQ. These two we will get parallel and equal. As one of the opposite pair side is parallel and equal, so we get PQRS as parallelogram. Implies that PQRS is a parallelogram since one pair of opposite sides is parallel and equal. Again, since ABQS is a parallelogram, this ABQS is a parallelogram, we get AB equal to SQ, because in parallelogram opposite sides are equal. Similarly, in another parallelogram, that is parallelogram PBCR, this parallelogram, again we will get BC equal to PR, because parallelogram opposite sides are equal. So we write similarly now in PBCR is a parallelogram, implies that BC equal to PR. Thus, SQ equal to PR. Here you can see that AB equal to SQ and BC equal to PR. So we get SQ equal to SQ equal to PR. Why? Because AB and BC, these two sides are equal as they are sides of rhombus. In rhombus, all the sides are equal. So as AB and BC are equal, these two are equal, we will get SQ equal to PR. Since SQ and PR are diagonals of parallelogram PQRS, which are equal, implies that PQRS is a rectangle. Hence, proved. Dear students, please copy all these in your regular CW. Thank you.